Tesla has finally revealed that the Model Y Juniper will be launched in 2025, and this is getting a lot of people excited. Just imagine one of the most popular electric SUVs in the world getting even better. The Juniper promises not just a few aesthetic changes, but a real evolution in terms of technology and performance. Tesla is focused on making its cars more efficient. And one of the most attention-grabbing updates is the possibility of a 5 to 7% increase in battery range. This means that with a single charge, you'll be able to travel even greater distances, which is a big advantage, especially on long trips. This improvement in Juniper's range is tied to a series of changes Tesla is implementing. One of them is the replacement of traditional side mirrors with cameras, which not only improves aerodynamics, but also offers a clearer and broader view of what's around the vehicle. Without those mirrors disrupting the airflow, the car will cut through the wind more easily, saving battery energy. It's a smart solution that shows how Tesla is always thinking of ways to optimize every detail of its vehicles. But of course, it's not just about efficiency. The design is also becoming more elegant, and the new cameras replace the mirrors without compromising the car's aesthetics. And if you think these cameras are just a visual gimmick, think again. They offer a much wider view than conventional mirrors, eliminating blind spots and making driving safer. Imagine driving without having to worry so much about those hard-to-see angles. The cameras take care of that for you. The arrival of the Model Y Juniper in 2025 has generated a lot of anticipation. And one very interesting feature is the improvement in passenger comfort. If you've ever driven or been a passenger in a Model Y, you've probably noticed that it already offers a very pleasant experience. However, Tesla is taking this to another level with the Juniper. One of the promises is a significant reduction in cabin noise, which will make trips even quieter and more relaxing. Imagine being on a busy highway and inside the car, barely hearing the outside noise. It sounds like science fiction, but it's becoming a reality. This noise reduction doesn't happen by chance. Tesla is working on more advanced soundproofing materials, along with improvements to the car's structure to minimize vibrations and unwanted sounds. These changes may seem simple, but they make a huge difference in overall comfort. After all, who wouldn't want to travel for hours feeling like they're inside a bubble of silence? This attention to detail shows how Tesla truly listens to customer feedback and is always looking for improvements. But comfort doesn't stop there. The Juniper is also expected to feature new seats designed to maximize occupant well-being. We're talking about ergonomic design, aimed at reducing fatigue on long trips. Additionally, there are rumors that the seats will have more adjustment options, with almost complete customization, so each passenger can find their ideal position. Not to mention the potential use of new, more sustainable and comfortable materials, keeping Tesla's philosophy of combining luxury with environmental consciousness. The quality of the air inside the cabin is also a priority for Tesla. The Juniper is expected to come equipped with an even more advanced air filtration system, capable of capturing tiny particles and even pollutants that would go unnoticed in other cars. This is especially useful for those who live in big cities or areas with high pollution levels. Having cleaner air inside the car not only improves the occupant's health, but also contributes to a more enjoyable driving experience. Another point worth mentioning is the interior space. The Model Y is already known for being quite spacious, but Tesla is looking to optimize the interior design of the Juniper even further. Rumor has it that the company is exploring ways to reorganize internal components to free up more legroom and storage space. This could be a big draw for families or those who need to transport many things daily. After all, who doesn't love a spacious car where everything has its place? And guess what? Tesla is even considering implementing new technological features inside the car, such as a more intuitive interface for the entertainment system. The goal is for the Juniper to offer not only comfort, but also fun for passengers. Just imagine being able to watch a high-definition movie while the car drives itself, or even play a video game while the autonomous driving system takes care of everything. These are some of the ideas floating around, and it wouldn't be surprising to see something like this in the final model. Speaking of entertainment, the quality of the sound system is also something Tesla is improving. The brand already offers an incredible sound experience in its cars, but with Juniper's improved soundproofing, you can imagine that the audio quality will become even more immersive. It's like having a private cinema inside the car. For music lovers, this could be one of the biggest attractions of the new model. In addition to all this comfort, Tesla is maintaining its commitment to sustainability. Many of the materials expected to be used in the Juniper's interior will be recycled or sustainably sourced, without sacrificing quality or premium design. This shows that it's possible to create a luxurious environment without compromising the environment, something that's becoming increasingly important to consumers. So you can drive in comfort, knowing that you're part of a positive change for the planet. The update in range is one of the most exciting aspects of the Model Y Juniper 2025, something that always generates a lot of anticipation among Tesla fans and electric vehicle enthusiasts in general. The range of an electric car is essentially how far it can travel before needing a recharge, and Tesla has been a pioneer in pushing these limits. With the Juniper, the expectation is that it will be able to go even further on a single charge, which could significantly change the way people perceive electric vehicles in their daily lives. Tesla is betting on new battery technologies to achieve this improvement. The big innovation here might come from LFP batteries, which are already being used in some Tesla models, but are expected to be further optimized in the Juniper. These batteries not only last longer, but are also safer and cheaper to produce. This means that the Juniper might not only offer a greater range, but also maintain a competitive price, which is crucial for attracting more consumers to the electric vehicle market. Additionally, LFP batteries have a longer lifespan, meaning the battery will last more years without needing replacement. An interesting factor about LFP batteries is that they are less reliant on rare materials like cobalt, making the production process more sustainable and ethical. Tesla, under the leadership of Elon Musk, has always been focused on solutions that not only improve performance but also respect the environment. With the Model Y Juniper, this becomes even more evident. Less cobalt means less dependency on mining in conflict areas and, at the same time, a lower environmental impact. In other words, besides being an efficient car, the Juniper contributes to a greener future. And let's not forget about charging. If there's one thing that deters some people from electric vehicles, it's the time they take to charge. But Tesla is always working to improve that as well. With the Juniper, it's expected that charging time will be significantly reduced, especially at supercharger stations, which are increasingly spreading around the world. This could make charging your car as quick as filling up a gas tank in a conventional vehicle. Imagine stopping for just 10 or 15 minutes for a good charge, and then continuing your journey. This could become a reality with the Juniper. The fact that Tesla is investing so heavily in the supercharger network is also a point worth mentioning. The idea is to ensure you can travel long distances without worrying about finding a charging station along the way. And with the increased range of the Juniper, this becomes even more feasible. If today the Model Y can already handle inner-city trips without much trouble, the Juniper will take this to the next level, making range anxiety, something that still concerns some drivers, virtually eliminated. Another interesting aspect Tesla is exploring for the Juniper is bidirectional charging. This means the car can not only be charged, but also serve as a power source. Imagine using your car to power your home during a blackout, or even to charge another car. This functionality is getting closer to becoming a reality, and the Juniper could be one of the first Tesla models to feature this technology. This completely changes the role a car can play in our daily lives. Speaking of roles, the Juniper could also stand out as an ideal vehicle for those working in deliveries or areas where range and reliability are essential. With a greater range, rideshare drivers and logistics companies can operate all day without needing to stop for a charge, representing a huge savings in time and money. And since LFP batteries have a longer lifespan, maintenance costs should also decrease, making the Juniper not only eco-friendly but also economical. In addition to range, there's also the possibility that the Juniper will offer different driving modes that optimize battery usage. Imagine being able to choose between a mode that prioritizes energy efficiency and one that delivers more power and performance. This already exists in some models, but the Juniper promises to take this customization to new heights. You could, for example, select a long-distance travel mode that adjusts energy consumption to maximize range, or a sportier mode for those who want to feel the power of the electric motor. Tesla has never been a brand that makes radical changes from one model year to the next, but it always perfects details that end up making a big difference. And with the Juniper, the story is no different. The first thing that catches the eye is the new headlight design. They've been redesigned to be even thinner and more aggressive, giving the car a more futuristic and sophisticated look, while also providing better illumination under various road conditions. Additionally, the front of the Juniper has received a small update. What was already an aerodynamic design has become even more efficient. Tesla is always looking for ways to reduce drag, and any minor design change can result in performance and range improvements. The new front bumper has subtler air intakes and a shape that helps air flow more smoothly over the car, enhancing energy efficiency. This is especially important in an electric vehicle where every extra kilometer of range counts. Another major update is the color options. Tesla has always kept a relatively simple color palette, but with the Juniper, we can expect some new exclusive options that not only catch the eye, but also help the car stand out in a crowd. These new shades are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also use paints that reflect less heat, helping to keep the interior of the car cooler, which also contributes to air conditioning efficiency and, consequently, energy savings. The wheels have also received an update. On the Juniper, there's a new wheel design that not only enhances the car's sporty look, but also serves a practical function. These wheels are designed to be lighter and more aerodynamic, which once again contributes to increasing the vehicle's range. And, of course, in an electric car, any weight savings and aerodynamic efficiency can result in better overall performance. Additionally, they are visually striking, giving the Juniper a more robust and elegant appearance. Speaking of a robust appearance, the rear of the car has also been revised. The Juniper features redesigned taillights with an even more modern light signature. This gives the car a striking nighttime presence and reinforces Tesla's visual identity. Small details like this make a big difference in the overall perception of the design. Additionally, the rear has been slightly lowered, giving the Juniper a more athletic and sporty stance without sacrificing trunk space. Another interesting external design change is the adoption of new materials for some parts of the car. Tesla is always seeking innovation, and with the Juniper, this could mean the use of recycled materials in some body parts. Besides being a sustainable choice, this could also help reduce the vehicle's weight, further improving its efficiency. Sustainability is part of Tesla's DNA, and the Juniper is another step toward a future of more eco-friendly vehicles. And of course, we can't forget the panoramic roof, which remains one of the Model Y's biggest visual attractions. On the Juniper, it has been retained and enhanced, offering an even wider view and an unparalleled sense of interior space. For those who enjoy long trips or simply gazing at the night sky, the glass roof is a luxury touch that few cars in this category can offer. The glass is treated to protect against UV rays and heat, which means the car stays cool even on sunny days. Another important detail is the door and trunk opening system. On the Juniper, it is expected to feature even more precise sensors for the automatic opening system, which is a real convenience when your hands are full. Additionally, the door design has been refined to ensure they close with less effort and more smoothly. Something that might seem simple, but makes a huge difference in daily use. These small refinements show the care Tesla puts into every detail. Have you ever stopped to think about the scale of Tesla's ambition? They are not content with just being leaders in the electric vehicle market. They want to literally dominate the game. That's why they have ambitious plans to expand their Gigafactories in Berlin and Shanghai. Imagine doubling production. It's not just any project, but something huge involving thousands of workers, new facilities, and, of course, many electric cars. Tesla is aiming for a future where electric vehicles are the norm, not the exception, and these expansions are crucial to that vision. And the best part? They are betting on new models to capture more customers. Speaking of new models, one of the most interesting points of this expansion is the introduction of a 6-seat Tesla Model Y. It might seem like a simple change, but it's not just about adding more seats. It's all about Tesla's strategy to compete directly with other automakers that already offer multi-seat SUVs. They are targeting consumers with large families, or those who simply want more flexibility in their car space. By the end of 2025, this new model will be on the streets, and believe me, it's going to make waves. Or rather, it will be silent. After all, we're talking about a Tesla. But it's not just about increasing production and launching new models. Tesla knows that to stay on top, they need to do more than just manufacture cars. They need to produce them in massive volumes and with efficiency. And that's where these expansions at the Berlin and Shanghai factories come in. The Berlin factory, for instance, is being prepared to double its production capacity, which means they will be able to produce around 1 million cars per year. That's an impressive number, especially when you consider the impact it will have on the European market. The demand for electric vehicles is booming, and Tesla wants to be ready to meet it. Now, in Shanghai, the story isn't much different. The Chinese market is one of the largest in the world, and Tesla knows it needs to secure a good share of that pie. That's why they're expanding the Gigafactory there as well, with plans to increase production to meet the growing demand for electric cars in China. And there's more. Tesla is preparing a special version of the Model Y for the Chinese market, tailored to local tastes and needs. This shows how the company is attentive to the specifics of each market, customizing its offerings to attract more customers. But don't think these expansions are happening without challenges. In Berlin, for example, Tesla has faced and continues to face some obstacles, such as environmental concerns and even protests from local residents. Nevertheless, the company continues to move forward, with plans to install solar panels on the factory roofs and use more sustainable production practices to mitigate these impacts. In other words, they are expanding but trying to do so responsibly. And believe me, this is a smart move, as sustainability is one of the key values Tesla promotes with its cars. In Shanghai, the expansion also has its own set of challenges. China is an extremely competitive market, with several local automakers gaining strength. Names like NIO and BYD are growing and offering electric vehicles that, in some cases, compete directly with Tesla's models. The introduction of a 6-seat Model Y is Tesla's way of differentiating itself and attracting an audience looking for more space and comfort in their vehicles. Additionally, doubling production in China means Tesla will be even better prepared to meet global demand, as many of the cars produced in Shanghai are exported to other countries. Tesla's strategy is not just about quantity, but also about quality and innovation. They are not only producing more cars, but also improving the production process, making it more efficient and sustainable. And of course, with these expansions, Tesla is also reducing production costs. The more cars you produce on a large scale, the cheaper it becomes to manufacture each one. This means the company can keep its prices competitive, which is crucial in a market where competition is increasing. Furthermore, this expansion will not only benefit Tesla. The entire supply chain will also be impacted. With more cars being produced, the demand for batteries, chips, parts, and other components will surge, potentially spurring the development of new technologies and innovations. Tesla is creating an ecosystem around its factories, which could end up benefiting the entire electric vehicle industry. In the end, these expansion plans in Berlin and Shanghai show that Tesla is playing the long game. They are not just thinking about the present, but planning for a future where electric vehicles dominate streets and highways around the world. With increased production, new models, and a clear strategy for global competition, it seems that Tesla's future is well on track. The question is, are you ready to see this revolution unfold? This entire expansion is tied to a larger vision of making electric vehicles accessible to more people. It's not just about having the best electric car on the market, but about producing at scale, reducing costs, and making it possible for more people to afford a Tesla in their garage. After all, Elon Musk has always said that Tesla's ultimate goal is to accelerate the transition to a sustainable future. And with these expansions, it seems they are on their way to fulfilling that mission with even more vigor.